James from Living Gardens Homestead. I guess you've heard by now that we had a bank that has failed, and it's not good. And you can watch it about it on a lot of other YouTube channels that's put it out about that bank. And I think it's only the first to begin of many. And a lot of this reminds me of the Great Depression. You had the stock market failed. It just failed big time. Then the banks crashed. They stopped anybody from getting money out of the banks. And I heard this one was the same way. They've stopped you from getting your money out if you've got money in. I may be wrong about that, but that's what I think's happened. Now, I look for other people to start going to the banks to get their money out, and I look for them to not let them have their money. That's the way it happened during the Depression. I don't know what it is, but nobody listens to history, so we're bound to repeat it every time. People, this happened during the Depression. You had the stock market crash. You had the banks that crashed. You had a war that started. All these things that happened during the Great Depression are happening now. I think even during the Great Depression, we even had the Dust Bowl out there in our farming countries or states. We've had drought out there last year. All the things that was during the Great Depression is here again. Now, I'm not here to rant and rave about this, but I've got a little bit of good news out of all this bad. And as you can see, we've started seeding some of our seeds from last year, trying to get our tomatoes and some peppers going, because it takes about 8 weeks for the tomatoes to get big enough to transplant outside. And, it should put me at or about at our frost date here, our last frost date. But I hear people telling you put gold back, put silver, buy gold, buy silver, the dollar's going to crash. Well, if the dollar does crash, gold and silver might be worth something. But just my opinion, I believe taking that money and buying me a farm is more important to me than buying gold with it. Taking that money and buying me a tiller or a tractor to tend that ground so I can raise a garden, that would be more valuable to me during these hard times than having gold or silver. Having chickens, that's another thing. The old timers always had chickens on their homestead. That way you had your protein in the meat, and you also had eggs. And I don't know about everybody else, but my grandparents, they didn't raise just egg layers or just meat chickens. They got a chicken in between to where they could eat it and get eggs from it. Another thing people don't think about too with chickens, you need a broody kind of chicken. Not all of them broody, because all of them liable to go broody and you won't get no eggs. But if you got some broody chickens, then that's your incubator. That's what's going to hatch you out your next round of chicks. But, incubators. We got some big incubators that we use, and we're getting ready to incubate eggs. We're going to hatch probably about 200 and some eggs just to make sure we got chicken and chicks for this year coming up. But the good news is I'm surprised. I haven't seen no shortages on our potatoes. They're coming out, and you can get potatoes right now in my area. I figured we'd have a shortage on them, but I was wrong, and I was glad that I was wrong. Some of them are a little pricey wherever you get them at some places, but it's well worth it. Now, people, to me, you need to get you a garden in this year. This year might be your last chance. And the reason I say that is if the jobs report came out today, and there was far too many jobs created in America than what the Fed wants to see. So the feds are going to have to raise those interest rates even more to slow the economy down, to keep inflation down. And when they do that, it's going to cause a lot of unemployment. You know, I hate to say it, but some of you are going to lose your jobs when this comes down. And you almost have to, in order for the prices of everything to come back down from this inflationary high. Prepare. You know, I can't tell you enough. I never seen the Great Depression, but my father-in-law did. That was not too long ago, you know, looking at it that way. And I think we're getting ready to see a greater depression. And, you know, you're already hearing now, I think it was Russia that put out to get anti-radiation pills and stuff like that, which is your iodine pills. And, you know, I like to prep my stuff back. I don't have no problem with people getting iodine pills just in case. But people, I hope they're not crazy enough to nuke everybody, because there won't be nobody left here on Earth. Even if they've got bunkers, by the time they'd run out of food, even if they got 20 years worth of food there, they're going to run out in 20 years. And when they come out there, there's still going to be radiation all over the place. So, you know, I hope they're not that stupid. But, you know, like I said, we're already starting our seeds and stuff and trying to get ready for the garden, and the hydroponics I'll get back up going again. And I'll try to keep you all informed. But, yeah, I thought I'd come on here and just talk to you about that, because the dominoes are starting to fall now. And if times do get tough, I hope that you all prepare for it this year. Get you a garden in. There's more people now. These people asking me for chicks, wanting me to hatch out chicks for them. I don't know if you've been to price them, but I seen... now, my particular chicken that I like is the Barred Rock. I like the Barred Rock because they're good eating chicken, and the good eggs you get from them. But we went and checked, and I priced some chicks at the store, and there was four tractors. It was Tractor Supply, and they were like $4.50 a piece. I remember when you used to go to the store and buy a chicken already ready to cook for that or less. But anyway, do it this year. Don't let it go by without putting a garden in. But the good news is, I'm seeing we got seeds that we can get this year. So get you some seeds, get them in the ground, and you know, eat from that stuff is summer. But make sure this fall you save seeds from all that, just in case next year it's so bad that we don't have seeds. But anyway, this is James from Living Gardens Homestead. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.